Hi Franklin Foxes, this is Miss Katie and I have a story for you today. It is The Boy Who Didn't Want to Be Sad by Rob Goldblatt. There once was a boy who didn't want to be sad, so he made a decision and he made a plan. He would get rid of everything that made him sad. The boy wanted to get away, as all people do, sometime in their lives. Lying in his secret place in the shade, he felt as if he could see the whole world laid out before him. The trees swayed above, the leaves rustled softly, and he was happy. And then something came to him. The trees would soon be bare, and that made him sad. He had to get as far away from the beautiful old tree as he could. He stayed inside after that with his golden retriever named Goldie, his gerbil named Goldie, and his goldfish named Goldie. He watched video after video and flipped through 1,000 channels, but every story had sad parts. So he stayed in his room after that, bored. He began stacking his old blocks. Before he knew it, he had built a tower to the ceiling. He had done something he was proud of, as all people do at times in their lives. His whole family came to see. His little sister was so excited she jumped. She jumped and jumped and, uh-oh. So what's the point of doing anything anyway? Blocks fall, toys break, game pieces get lost. He'd had it with everything. He quietly picked up all his things, walked to the window, and threw them out. He felt a twinge inside as they fell. Still, he always had his family. His parents knew how to make him happy with 2 words, mint chip. And he was deliciously happy until his sister whined, "I want some." "No," he declared. "Share your ice cream," said his father. "No," his mother gave her deadly warning. "I'm counting to 3. She counted to 3, and on 3 the boy threw his family out, and he was happy. Then the phone rang. His friends, hooray! But then, what if they stopped calling? He would be sad again. No. So the boy was alone, all alone, except for Goldie, Goldie, and Goldie. And he was happy. They would never make him sad. Never. Not as long as they lived. As long as they lived? Oh no. So the boy locked the doors. He shut the windows. And he pulled the drapes. He sat by himself in an empty room. Finally, he was completely safe. Nothing could make him sad now. Then he looked up. Uh-oh, the light bulb. When that burned out, he would be miserable. He had to get rid of it. He hesitated. It was all he had left. But before it could burn out, the boy unscrewed the light bulb, and he was sad. But how could that be? He had gotten rid of everything that could possibly make him sad. Things looked completely black, as they do to all people sometime in their lives. Then he realized something amazing, something totally crazy. The things that made him sad were also the things that made him happy. In fact, the sadder he was to lose something, the happier he must be to have it back. Wow, he was doing it all backwards. So the boy made a decision, and he made a plan. He went back out into the world and took back everything. Here's a picture of Goldie, Goldie, and Goldie. And his family. And he lived happily ever after, and sadly, and laughing hysterically a whole lot, and feeling guilty a few times, downright miserable now and again, embarrassed, intensely shy sometimes, constantly curious, full of wonder always, and totally loving life, ever, ever after. The end. Thank you, Franklin Foxes, and good night.